I mean, is he working though?
Wow, you're backing her up. This is the danger of when there's an imbalance at work and one person's working a lot and the other person is like not working.
Yeah.
Is the person who's working is like, hey, I'm very aware of how much you're not working. I have a list for you. And that's dangerous. If you're in that position, be careful.
I mean, is he working though?
Wow, you're backing her up.
I'm just saying, like, it's one thing if he's like not laying down eating chips, saying he's working right now.
Nah, it's none of your business, dude.
No.
It depends. If she is, I mean, it's her first day on the job, so she hasn't paid a single bill with the money that she's getting from this thing, okay? This has not been going on for a while. This is day one. Just because she's working and he's not, it does not come upon her to like send him on errands. Hey, you'd better be cleaning while you're at that. That is a dangerous, slippery slope in a relationship. I mean, it comes 6 months that you're in this situation and the house is constantly a mess and this dude's always at home and blah, blah, blah. Then you start with it of, hey, I'm working. You've got more time on your hands. How do you feel about doing some of these things?
Yeah, I will agree with that. Her approach is terrible. You know, she just starts asking him to do a bunch of stuff. But I don't know. I think because she's overwhelmed, it's her first day. Like she does need more work clothes. And she probably is anticipating like she doesn't have the time for that. So, but she could have worded it differently for sure.
She found out she needed more work clothes at work right now. Can you go right now? You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about. Like he's not, just because he is not currently at work or doing something work related doesn't mean you're on call for your partner. That's not how it works. And it's an incredibly disrespectful way to approach the relationship. Go through the day, get to the end of the day. Hey, tomorrow, do you have anything going on? I have these things I need to get accomplished. Do you have room to do these things for me? But instead, she checks their shared calendar or takes for granted that he's available and is like, can you go do these things right now? I know you're not doing anything else. And I just think like that is a very dangerous, slippery slope because his time is still his time. Just because he's not working and making money in this moment, if he wants to sit here and eat chips, that's his choice. But you just be like, wow, I don't value the way you're choosing to spend your time because it's not making as much money as the thing I'm doing. I really feel like you should be working for the company that is our relationship.
Well, yeah, for sure. Well, I think we should talk about that. Like, what are your thoughts on a shared calendar?
Yeah, that is a good question. I mean, I'm pro shared calendar, but I don't think you use it as an opportunity to point out what they don't have going on. It's for the opposite reason. A shared calendar is so that you know about conflicts, not so that I can check it and be like, hey, I noticed that you don't have anything right now. Can you go do these things for me?
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, it should be like, hey, I noticed that you have a thing on Saturday. So does that mean you can't go to this concert with me because you have this other thing that you're doing? I see the value in a shared calendar, and it all changes if your life gets bigger and you have shared responsibilities. Like if you have kids and
Sure.
the kids have activities, you need to put that on a shared calendar so everyone knows where it is. And I can't because I got to take the kid to soccer, whatever. If you start running a business together, just because you live together doesn't mean that, like, to me, it's like the location tracking thing. You and I share location. I got nothing to hide from you. You got nothing to hide from me. We don't care where the other person is. But I don't check your location and go, hey, I noticed you're by the grocery store. can you go to the grocery store since you're right there? I'm not going to go use the information I have on you to get shit done for me. If I want to go to the grocery store, I'll go. I'm not going to look to our shared information for opportunities to utilize you like you work for me. That is the problem here. And I don't support those things at all. Hey, I noticed where you are. Oh, hey, I noticed that you're free. So I'm assuming that you then can No. Be more autonomous.
I find it interesting because I don't mind the sharing your location.
Right.
But a client shared with me something called Live 360. Have you heard of that?
I have heard about it, but I don't remember what it is.
So essentially it's this app where you agree that people like know where you are. So it's essentially share your location.
Okay.
But it gives you more detail.
What does that mean?
Like it'll tell you how long ago you were at that place for. And it'll kind of keep track of like where you're going. Cause like on share your location, you just see the person there. Right.
Right. But if they were at Starbucks, you don't know how long they were at Starbucks or that they were there an hour ago.
Yeah. So it kind of tracks your coordinates of like where you're going. But my client was explaining this to me and I got like creeped out. I was like, I don't get this.
What's the benefit of that?
She said it's fun. She said it's fun knowing where her sister, her mom, her partner.
Yo, I just talked to a friend of mine when I was visiting in New York who was like telling me that like basically they have a bunch of friends that they share location. Like they shared location once because they were like, oh, I'll meet you here or whatever. And then they just never turned it off. And they have like a bunch of them saved and they're aware. And the people who know about it.
Yeah.
And they just check it just for fun. They'll be like, oh, Tom's at the store. That's fun. Like they just like go for fun as a free piece of entertainment and go like watch where their friends are.
Yeah, I know people like that.
They're like, I collect them. Yeah, it's like, I know where a bunch of my friends are. Look, fucking Steve's at the mall and Tom's at the grocery store. And like,
I find it so strange.
What the hell is wrong with you? No, I don't just find that strange. I find that off-putting.
Babe, there are more people out there doing it than you think.
A, that you would be okay with it sharing yours. B, that you would want to look at anybody else's. C, that your friends, you're all just like cool with this, knowing where each other are all the time. And I have no secrets. Like I can't think of a person this is true. I can't think of a person on earth that I wouldn't like share my location with at any given time unless I was worried that they're like going to do something vindictive with where I am. Like I wouldn't just tell strangers where I am. But like if you're like a person, we both have each other's phone number.
Yeah.
You can know where I am. It's fine. I'm not worried about that unless I think there's an issue. But that being said, there's not a single person in my phone other than you that I would ever look at where they are unless I'm meeting them. Like my mom, I love my mom. I don't know my mom's location. I don't need to know where my mom is. My mom can tell me where she is if she wants to tell me. That's weird.
And they have
Same
that
with the
feature.
calendar. I don't want anyone else's calendar but yours.
And they have that feature where you can like share till the end of the day.
Yeah, or for an
like
hour.
If you're meeting with a friend or whatever.
I always do that. I never do share indefinitely.
Yeah. But I have noticed it's more like single women or just women.
Yeah.
That like to share for like safety reasons.
Okay, fine.
But I've never done that.
Yeah, I don't need that. I'm not a lady and I don't need to do that. And I also, if a girl that I'm friends with, this has happened once. I had a friend, it was a friend of ours, shared her location with me, didn't turn it off. I didn't notice for weeks, months, I don't know. At some point, I opened it up to see where you were, and my map was really big. And I was like, why is the map so far away? That's kind of weird. And I was like, oh, because our friend is over here on the other side of town making the map bigger. And I was like, Why do I know where she is? I text her. I'm like, yo, I still have your location. If you want to turn that off, I don't need to know that. And she was like, no, keep it. And I was like, what? Why? And she was like, just, in case something happens. And I was like, and then she explained it to me later, like safety thing, whatever. I was like, okay. And if any females in my life who are watching this, you want to share your location with me because it makes you feel safe, go ahead. I will literally never look at it unless I hear that you got murdered. And then I'm going to be like, oh, right. Shit. I have her thing. Maybe I can figure out who murdered her. That would be the only reason why I would ever do that.
And they
only
started,
murder.
do you remember on Snapchat when they added the location feature?
No. I was never big on Snapchat, but.
Okay. At one point, Snapchat started like sharing your location essentially. This is before it was even on our phones.
Okay.
And it was like our little like emoji, whatever, our people. And then like they'll just kind of track where you're at.
Okay.
And I didn't know this was happening. And at the time, my friend texted me, was like, oh, I saw your blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? Like, that's how I found out, like in a creepy way. Like
that is super creepy, dude. My friend is I'm checking. My friend is no longer telling me where she is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just me and you now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, thank God.
Wasn't that fun? Don't you want to hear Rob talk more and more and more? I mean, come on. It's going to be a great time. Check out a video.
That was awesome.